Hey everyone, it's the Golden Centurion here, back at it again with another video. So I gotta be a bit quiet as it's nighttime already. Sorry for doing this late. So I'm doing my CPC week 1 draft, or no, yeah, my CPC week 1 video versus a good friend of mine, A12. Alright, so Showdown right now is it was having difficulty with replays as it wasn't saving any of the replays. So this meant that we basically have to just talk through our battle, which kind of really sucks. But as I'm really bad at my memory and I didn't write it down at all, so it's going to be a really vague video. I'm sorry for that. But let me just jump into my team builder. So this week my prep was complete garbage. Let's be honest here. Um, this week I also had my NBA Finals match versus John. Happened to cop out W there, quick 2-0. Shout outs to your Kanto NBA finalist. Also had a match for VNSI where I won that, so I clinched playoffs. So with those two huge battles for me, that I happened to get the win on both of them. My prep for the CPC week 1 was lackluster at best. All right, so my team matchup is, well, you guys can see my mons. These are these two. Don't know how to edit. That's why you guys aren't getting a box right here or anything. And this is his team up here. So these are the 6 that he decided to bring, and these are the 6 that I decided to bring. So jumping into it, I got a pretty bulky Mega Venusaur here. Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Leech Seed, and Earthquake. HP and defense just to be a bit of a physical tank. As you can see, this can be physical. It stands a pretty good chance against his Heracross. And these threats I'm not staying in with anyways. I got a Colbur Jirachi to help me take on that Mega Absol, U-Turn, Toxic, Zen Headbutt, and Play Rough. Pretty bulkier set, I believe. Yeah, and it's mainly just for a defensive mon. Next up, I got Weavile, who put in a lot of work this week. Low kick, icicle crash, knockoff, aerial ace, max speed because he has a swallow, and max attack. So low kick does over 50% to you, has a chance to kill after rocks on Mega Absol. Icicle crash sends Hippowdon away. Aerial ace one shots or has a good shot to one shot. Heracross after rocks. Electrode generally outspeeds me. Might be packing HP fighting. Zapdos doesn't want to take an icicle crash. Views 3 don't want to take knockoffs, doesn't want to take an icicle crash, and low kick is obliterating you. So next we have my Terrakion, Expert Belt, Rock Polish, Stone Edge, Close Combat, Toxic. You can see a Toxic here because it doesn't want to take on Hippowdon whatsoever. So hopefully I can get a Toxic on and just wear it down. But the rest of the team, it does alright with just Rock and Fighting Stab. Next up we got, my EVs, my bad. So just max speed, max attack adamant because after rock polish I'm not speeding anything anyways. So my Milotic here, I'm sorry if I'm talking really quiet guys, as I said it's night and I don't want to wake up the family. Oh crap, my bad. I had 36 or 28 just in case speed creeping and 28 special defense. This is my Milotic. I had recover, mirror coat so I could punish the Zapdos on a volt switch or something. Dragon kill in case he's set up and Scald. Pretty standard Milotic. These two moves I honestly consider standard on Milotic. A bit bulkier. And then Glycar. So I had Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Toxic. Basically the same idea. Is tracking on Rock, Stab, or not Stab, but Rock coverage, ground coverage, my Rocker, and Toxic. So that was my prep. Not gonna lie, guys, I did not put that much time into my prep as I had a NBA Finals match and clinching playoffs for the NSI. So that took priority, and that really showed in the match. So I don't remember the match play for play. I remember the big gist of it though. So turn 1, he leads Hippowdon, I lead Jirachi. Really getting Hippowdon Toxic would be really nice for me, and I assumed he would just go straight for rocks. But trying to remember here. So I know I went for Toxic. Okay, yeah. I go for Toxic turn 1. He goes for Rocks. I miss my Toxic turn 1, and he stays in, and his Rocks are up, obviously. So right away, this is a bad position, as I want to get up my Toxic on this thing, and so that's what I do. And he gets a free Earthquake, basically, on my Jirachi, so I go down a chunk of health, and now I can't take a hit from a Mega Absol. However, with the Toxic off, I've been decided to U-turn on out to get a little bit of momentum. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't remember what he switches into here, but he switches into something. I think it was a Zapdos, and I U-turn out on that, and I go right into my Terrakion, and let's see. With Terrakion, I then fired off a... Did I just go straight for Stone Edge? Yeah, I think I went straight for Stone Edge as he goes out into Powdon. He easily tanks up that hit, no problem. So after Hippowdon, I go into my Gligar. I think he just Earthquaked, I'm pretty sure. So he Earthquaked, I'm in with Gligar. What did I do next? I really don't remember what I clicked, but I believe this turn he goes into Absol. And against Absol, I think I switch out into my Jirachi, sacking it, or expecting to sack it to a knockoff. However, he sets up a Swords Dance with his Absol, and I'm basically done at this point, as nothing on my team can take a Swords Dance. Yeah, that's how bad my prep was. So he knocks out my Jirachi, outspeeding it. And then, what happened? Oh, I didn't show an item, because, alright, so I'm going up against a +2 Mega Absol, and you die to a Zen Headbutt, you die to a Zen Headbutt, or Zen Headbutt or a Superpower, you're dying to a +2 knockoff. I didn't really think could do anything at all, just let him set up another Swords Dance. And you cannot kill with a low kick at this point. Since I hadn't shown an item with Terrakion, I thought there's a possibility he thought I would Scarf, so I go into Terrakion. No, he just goes straight for Zen Headbutt, and that's a dead Terrakion. I go into Milotic as I had a bit of bulk. Maybe I could take a hit. With the Rocks up, I dropped to knock off. I go into Weavile. At this point, he could have 6-0'd me straight up with Mega Absol. Weavile, I click low kick. Maybe I'll get a crit or something. He switches out into Heracross here. So Heracross takes nothing really. And I'm not positive as to why I didn't stay in an Aerial Ace, but I opted not to, and I switch out into Gligar, as I think he goes back in Hippowdon or something. And then I go into Mega Venusaur, he goes into Kieran Black, he Ice Beams me, and he crits me, and I drop from an Ice Beam. Then at this point, I go, my Gligar's down. It's basically Weavile versus the world here. So I go into Weavile, I hit Ice Skull Crash, or I take another round of Rocks. I hit low kick. He goes into Electro, lives it, and kills me with Thunderbolt. So that was our game. Sorry you guys don't have a replay to watch. Yeah, it's messed up, I know. But yeah, we got 6-0 body bagged. Really poor prep on my part, poor play on my part. There is really no excuse that I didn't prep for anything once Mega Absol got to +2. I mean, technically I didn't really have anything, as if he gets +2, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Max defense, you're gone. If he was Swords Dance, Zen Headbutt, knockoff, you in Ice Beam, you're gone, knockoff, gone, knockoff, gone. And I'm pretty sure Zen Headbutt plus or Ice Beam or something's killing you, so, and you just had a horrible matchup otherwise, going up against 2 electric types and a Kieran Black. So, could have prepped with some berries or something, but overall, just nah. Letting him get up to +2 on my Gligar was just horrible and cost me a 6-0. So, some positive light. since I won the NBA at Kanto, obviously I don't have that league anymore, so I can put more focus here. Um, I clinched NSI 2 weeks before the finals, so more time I could prep into a CPC. So basically, going into CPC week 2, we are 0-1, -6 differential. Um, However, I've cleared up some time in my schedule so I could put a lot more time into my prep, as I honestly spent 25 minutes on this prep. And yeah, that was all spent on Weavile. So hopefully we can honestly bounce back, put in a bit more prep, and have a decent week 2 match. I'd really like to apologize that there's no replay. Showdown decided to act up. But yeah, hopefully we'll bounce back, guys. All right, I'm gonna get out of here.